you speak about going into a situation like this blind, and I think a lot of us, think about sex workers. Maybe we see sex workers and we place a judgment on that situation. What was it like doing the research, sitting with actual real life sex workers and hearing their stories?
My mouth was open with shock most of the time, but it's a harsh, shocking, uncomfortable reality. And I think a lot of people, a lot of audiences, when they're going to come and see the show, I mean, some of these situations, they will make you feel uncomfortable because that's the nature of what it is, that's what it has to, that's not what it has to be, but that's what it is. So it's been really interesting and intriguing.
I think also many people are interested and wonder what's happening, but we're too afraid to ask. So hopefully this will bring them in, and hopefully they will get a better idea. Because I took Jerry and Melissa the other night and we went sex worker hunting, and we came across this woman, what she said was 26.
Yes.
And she was prepared to get in the car, even though there were 3 of us. And I said, where do we go? And she said, you can take me anywhere you want to. It's fine. You can go to your home, wherever. Wow. So put yourself in that situation, and what you will do to give your body. There are many of the high-class sex workers, your top escort, 6,000 rand a night, who walks away in the morning with broken jawbones and broken ribs and things like that. Because if a man pays that, he buys you, and he can use and abuse you any way he wants to. Those stories are all out there.
Yeah. On the other hand, you've got women with university degrees who are still studying, who do this as a side job, a very lucrative side job, and enjoy doing it. Don't see it as anything to be ashamed of. They tell their stories with bravado, and they definitely don't ask you to feel sorry for them. And if I found myself listening to some stories and going, oh, shame. And then I caught myself and I was like, I have no right to sit above you on any level and say shame. You probably know a hell of a lot more about life than I do. They're wise, and
they are incredibly wise.
Yes,
incredibly wise.
We society, we've put marriage and purity and all of that on a pedestal and something to aspire to, but actually there are so many secrets, and everyone's brain, we all hide so many thoughts that we're no different from anyone else. Like, we pretend to be all clean on the outside, but we're all the same, I think.
Do you hope this production is one of the steps towards changing the stigma around sex work in South Africa?
Yes, although the aim of it is not to be didactic, definitely not, but to show it as it is. Yeah. And hopefully a few people will walk out and say, wow, we never knew that. Because it is really based on true stories. Yeah. Many people want to know, how did you get the true stories? Because it's so Unfortunately not. No, I don't have a budget for sex workers every month. No, the stories come from the streets and building up connections on the internet, and you can also go and research the stories on the internet, but also walking the streets and chatting and talking and so on. And so I've built up a few very interesting connections, and it's really fascinating, these people's lives and how they see life, and that some of them only work when they want to, when they need the money. One especially said to me, I love this job. She's a businesswoman, she's got her own business, and she says, I do this because I meet the most interesting people and I do something that I enjoy and I get money for it. So not all of them are desperate for it to survive. There are many of them who's got boyfriends, so that's why they don't kiss, for instance, because they leave that intimacy for the boyfriend. So it's basically, hi honey, how was your day? No, fine, I had 5 clients, what would you like to eat? So they live a normal life, but yes, and the boyfriends are fine with it, and obviously they bring in very good money. I know that some masseurs, minimum, if they work just at an agency and then the agency takes a cut as well, they walk away with about 20,000 Rand a month, which is not bad for what they do. Okay, let's not go into the details there. But so it's a profession. It's really a job.